Hey everyone, welcome to our beginner series on choosing components for a gaming PC build. In this series, we're going to go over all of the parts you need to build a gaming PC, and for each component, we'll walk you through how to choose them. We'll discuss what to look for in each component, as well as any and all compatibility issues you need to be aware of, so that when you go to finalize your part list, you can rest assured that everything will work together correctly. To determine component compatibility, you could always just use PC Part Picker, but for first-time builders, you should really take the time to learn how to choose your own components, because as good as PC Part Picker is, it won't stop you from picking components that are technically compatible with each other, but that shouldn't be paired together for one reason or another. For instance, PC Part Picker isn't going to stop you from pairing an Intel Core i3-12100F processor with a Z790 chipset mini ITX motherboard, a full tower case, and an RTX 4090 graphics card. Those parts will all technically work together, but they shouldn't be paired together for a number of reasons. In this guide, we refer to these as soft compatibility issues. A lot of soft compatibility issues are just bottlenecks, where one component hinders the performance of another component. However, there are other compatibility issues that aren't necessarily performance-driven, and so we use the term soft compatibility as a blanket term to cover all of these sorts of issues. Also, we are putting together our own $1,000 gaming PC build, as you can see with all of these parts here. And at the end of each video in this series, we'll walk you through our thought process and how we chose each one of these components. Hopefully, in doing so, it will give you an even better idea of what to look for and how to go about choosing each part for your build. One common thing that first-time builders get wrong when choosing parts is that they don't allocate the right amount of their budget to each component. They may overspend on RAM or their case, and then underspend on their GPU and their power supply, or they may spend too much on their CPU and not enough on their motherboard. It's important that you are allocating the appropriate amount of your budget to each component so that you can avoid bottlenecks. As a general rule of thumb for gaming-specific builds, we recommend the following for budget allocation. With GPUs playing the biggest role on your in-game performance, we recommend that you spend more on your graphics card than on other components. If your budget is lower, however, it is a bit more difficult to allocate more towards your graphics card because there is a minimum amount that needs to be spent on your other components, and the lower your budget is, the less you'll have left over to put towards your GPU. So for lower budgets, we recommend the following allocations. Of course, it's important to note that these allocations are geared towards maximizing your in-game performance right now, and these recommendations do not have to be followed to a T. But as general guidelines, they can help you out if you're not sure how much to spend on each component. Alright, with all of that being said, let's start discussing each part. In the next video, we'll talk about processors and what you need to know when choosing one. We'll see you there.